So I wasn't sure if I wanted to make this video. I took a lot of time contemplating on whether or not I should make this video. And originally I wasn't going to. I did mention this briefly in our previous video, but it was very brief. And for me, myself, I feel like I need to just talk about it, just let it out. Um, and also I'm a Power Rangers fan and I do Power Rangers content here on the channel. It's and so I feel like I should say something about it. Um, and But I haven't even really like posted anything on like Twitter or like my personal Twitter or Instagram or anything about it. I've read so many people's messages online, from actors to fans and whatnot. And I but I personally haven't posted really anything about it. I've just been like retweeting or liking these posts. Cause yeah, I needed time to really wrap my head around it because it did hit me harder than I thought it would. Well, not that I thought that this was gonna happen or anything. I don't know him personally. I don't know what was going on in his head, but yeah, it got to me, and I've been like thinking about it a lot on and off. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's tragic. It's so sad. But I'm sure if you're watching the video now, I'm sure you know. It's huge news. Jason David Frank, the actor who was Tommy Oliver in Power Rangers, lots of Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers Zeo, Turbo, lots of seasons, lots of episodes. He was green, and then he was white, and then he was the Red Zeo, Red Turbo. He was Black Dino Thunder, Lord Draken. Done a lot. He unfortunately took his own life, and we did find out more about what had happened. Um, Him and his estranged wife got into an argument, and he locked himself in his own space. And either Friday night or Saturday morning, he hung himself in the bathroom. And I hate thinking about it. Um, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Um, so yeah, I just feel like I needed to talk about it, just to let my thoughts, my feelings out there. So um, I personally was never really the biggest Tommy fan. I really wasn't. I I'm not the biggest Mighty Morphin fan. I always there's plenty of other seasons. I'm that I like more than Mighty Morphin. But Mighty Morphin is where it all started, where Power Rangers all started, and Jason David Frank. You cannot ignore the fact that Jason David Frank is the face of the brand. He is the face of Power Rangers. He's done so much for the Power Rangers, community, for the fans. He's been to so many cons. He's met so many fans. He's done a lot for the brand itself. I've seen a lot of people online talk about how, they fell off of Power Rangers. And then when Tommy came back for Dino Thunder, that's when a lot of people started getting interested in Power Rangers again. And they've been fans ever since. And that just goes to show how much of an influence, how much power Jason David Frank had on, the fans. And you can't ignore that. You can't ignore that. As much people, as much as a lot of fans hated the fact that like especially Saban just pushed Tommy so much, pushed Mighty Morphin so much to the front, to the point where it's like they're ignoring, especially like Disney seasons, ignoring lots of other Rangers that should also get some spotlight. despite all that, there's a reason for that. There was a reason that Tommy was always pushed, and now it's sad. It's sad that that he's gone. Like, Dimensions in Danger is pretty much the last time we're gonna see him on, like, in the show on TV. Um, and it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that things happened the way that they did. And um, please do not go after his wife. Apparently, some people have already, which internet, you know. Um, but yeah, don't. That's the last thing we need to do. That's the last thing that anyone should do. It's just go after his wife. Like, that's not gonna solve anything. That's not gonna bring him back. We don't know what exactly happened. Like, we don't know. You know, we've heard things on on the news and whatever, that, like, about, like, their relationship. Like, she said this or he said this and things like that. But you know, I don't know them personally. I don't know the full story, and we'll never get his full story. We'll never know what was really going on in his head. Um, so just, yeah, the last thing we need to do is bully someone and threaten someone, make threats against someone, Um, because I'm sure she is grieving as much as a lot of other people. Um, excuse that. Sorry. Um, but yeah, especially like his children. I feel so bad for his children. Like, they must be going through. I can't even imagine it. I just can't imagine what they're going through. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just really, it's sad. It's sad. It's like, especially like as a Power Rangers fan, as someone who watched Tommy as a kid, and you know see him go through all these different stages throughout Power Rangers, and luckily I got the chance to meet him very, very briefly, very, very briefly. It was at, I believe, is that it was at a Power Morphicon a few years ago, or a few cons ago, maybe. Gosh, I don't even remember the second one, the third one, maybe. I don't remember. Pretty sure it was in Pasadena, California, and we didn't exchange any words. He was actually kind of like walking the convention floor, and I wanted to get a picture of him, with him. There are a lot of people, surrounding him, obviously. So I was able to get a picture with Jason David Frank, and I don't even know where that picture is, to be honest. It's somewhere probably back in my parents' house or something. I don't know, but I was lucky enough to get a picture with him. Um, so I will always have that memory, at least, even if I don't have the picture anymore. Hopefully I do. I don't know, but even if I don't, I have that memory with him. That very, very brief moment. And not only that, I we at least have a lot of media. We have a lot of entertainment. I have toys, of Green Ranger toys. Like, literally, one of my favorite toys, one of my favorite Power Rangers toys, if not my favorite Power Ranger toy that I own, is the Legacy Dragon Dagger from Bandai. I love that thing, and that's back at my parents' house. And definitely something that now it's like it has so much more meaning now, so much more meaning. um not only is it my favorite Power Rangers toy, or at least one of my favorite Power Rangers toys, now this situation happened, so it's like it just has more meaning now. And just seeing not only that, just seeing videos of him online and watching past episodes like you know Fighting Spirit from Dino Thunder, or even his first episode, or there's so many episodes that you just you watch it now, and it's like you look at it through a different context. um yeah, and it's just it's hard to describe. It's really hard to describe. And just watching like his Instagram videos or TikTok videos or whatever, just him talking about giving advice to people who may have lost their way, or like don't really believe in themselves, or feeling, or they're feeling lonely or something, like him giving advice to them, and reaching out to them, giving them this really really nice, saying these really nice words to them, and then knowing that he's gone. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So, yeah, take care of yourselves out there. Take care of yourselves. If you're going through a rough time right now, please reach out to someone. Please talk to someone. Don't be afraid to talk to someone about it. Mental health is a serious thing. Don't be afraid to share your feelings. Don't keep them inside. And that's something I need to learn too. I need to learn to, like, let out my feelings. Just trust the people that are around me. Trust my friends, my family. Like, with your feelings, because you know there's people there to help you out. Um, and if not, talking to someone else, like a therapist or something, is also good. Like, maybe sometimes talking to someone that doesn't know you personally is also good too. So it's not something to be ashamed of. It's really not something to be ashamed of. Everyone faces some sort of demon. um, I just wish Jason David Frank was able to you know overcome his own demons, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for people. And I definitely, I don't hate him for it. No one should hate him for it. That shouldn't define him as a person. um we just have to, his legacy will live on, and just remember him. Remember the things and that's the great thing about entertainment and media and plastic toys. He lives on. He lives on. um you know he he'll be hard to forget, for sure. Despite the maybe the possible, the cringy thing, like the cringy things he's said before. And he wasn't a perfect person. None of us are. But there were some questionable things that made a lot of people not like him. And I get that. I understand that. There are off-putting things that he'd say or do or whatever. But at the end of the day, he was a human being. He was a father, a husband, a friend, um, an influencer. You know. So yeah, he was human. He was a human being. So yeah, like I said, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Reach out to someone that reach out to your friends, your family, maybe someone who you think might be going through a rough time, and just let them know that you're there. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Um, you know, maybe it'll save a life. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Um, this was just a video for me to, get my feelings, my thoughts about the whole thing and everything. Definitely not a video that, you would see on the channel, but I thought this was important to talk about. And this video is not going to get monetized or anything. I'm not doing any of that. That would be dumb of me to do. So yeah. Yeah, just take care of yourselves and take care of each other out there.